as a gardener, one of the most frustrating things, at least for me, is having to deal with mice in the greenhouse. I have tried so many things, and so far some of the things are working, but the main thing that is not working yet are sticky traps. I need to get rid of these mice in here because I need to start uppotting all of my little seedlings. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sacrifice a few of my little seedlings as a trap to see if I can tell if he's still in here, which I think that he is, because, well, any of these little flowers that have fallen over are pretty nipped around the base there. So he's definitely been in here having his way with my seeds. And yesterday when I came in here, as a matter of fact, here, I'll show you. These seeds here that I started, these are all like, you know, pumpkins and squashes and cucumbers and things. But let's see if I can find the one. One of these had basically been all dug up and all of the seeds were hollowed out. Here you go. So like right here. And these were actually under one of these here, but the one that I was using had a tiny hole small enough for the mouse to get in and out. So I switched to that one, but I cannot put my seedlings out here. Like, I have all of these seedlings right here that I need to up pot, and I cannot do that without the guarantee that my little buddy is not going to come through and just nip everything off. So I think I'm going to sacrifice a few of my seedlings to see if I can tell if he's in here or if I can catch him. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to see what is going to go on inside the greenhouse. I do have a game cam. I may set that up. I don't know if it's going to capture him because I'm pretty sure it's a mouse, not a rat. So I'm going to go ahead and up pot just a few seedlings that I have enough of to sacrifice, and I'm going to set them up here on this shelf to see what happens. Funny thing is, though, is these are radishes, and I don't think that he has messed with them at all. But I have a sticky trap here, and a sticky trap there. So quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decide what seedling I can sacrifice. It sucks to have to do this, but I have to. I think I'm going to go with these here, pineapple tomatoes. I'm just going to up pot these really fast and then get them up here. Okay, so I've got my 4 tomatoes over here that I am sacrificing. Hopefully nothing happens to them because this is really just not fun for me. I want to be able to go ahead and start uppotting all of these beautiful seedlings to their, you know, final pot until they're ready to go outside. But again, I cannot do that because I don't want to feed the mice population. So I'm gonna see what happens here, and I'll be back in a few days. I might move a couple of these to the other side also and see if he's on either side, but I'll check back in. So yesterday I put out 4 little seedlings here to try and trap the little mouse that's living in here and eating everything, and I left 2 over here, and then I put the other 2 back over here because this is kind of where it's doing most of its damage. And it had, when I came in this morning, this little seedling that was in here was chewed, this one was not, but the mouse trap that is now here was actually on this back side over here, and you can see there's some mouse droppings. So it had somehow stuck to this little trap, but then it got free. So I am just going to put this back over here. I'm gonna remove that since it ate that. Put that there. And then I'm gonna add a couple more of those mouse traps to either side of this little plant, like so, to see if I can't trap it tonight. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not in the business of growing seeds, which take months to do, and have them all pretty much obliterated in less than 10 hours. So I'm gonna reset that and see what happens, and I'll be back tomorrow. So it's kind of strange, the anxiety that I am feeling, or the anxiousness that I am feeling when it comes to taking all of my seedlings out of their protective bubble and putting them out so that they are exposed to possibly getting eaten. I did hopefully eradicate the mouse problem. I am going to make sure that my greenhouse is kept pretty shut up tight so that it's not gonna be a problem anymore. Although I almost wonder if mice are more interested in like little seedlings like this, like babies, and just the fresh leaves, or if they would even bother with any of this stuff, because I have pulled plants out, put them up here, and put them back, because in my mind I am just not 100% sure that they are not going to get eaten. And I worked way too hard and have come too far along in this year's gardening process to let them get eaten. I know I can go and buy them and replace them from the nursery, but that is not something that I am interested in doing. Not only am I not interested in doing it because I don't want to spend the money, but the varieties that I have planted here, I just can't find those at the nursery already sprouted. So I am going to give this a couple more days. I do have some decoy plants still out, like a couple of fresh sprouts here, and that tomato over there I'm gonna keep out. Oh, and some bigger sprouts over there. So that is my current plan, is to just see over the next couple of days how things are gonna go. And if I feel like I don't have to worry about it, then I will go ahead and do the next step, which is up-potting every single one of these. I'll show you again. Every single one of these. And in some of these there are upwards of 10 per pot. So I am actually looking at well over a couple hundred seeds here overall. And I'm not done. So I'll see you back here in a couple of days for the final thought on whether or not the mouse problem is taken care of, and then go from there. I'm pretty bummed. So yesterday I caught the mouse. Last night I forgot to cover up some of my plants, and I think the mouse's baby is still in here. So all of these sunflowers, which were here, these are sunflowers here, sunflowers here. This right here I think I'm the most bummed about, because I still have seeds, the sunflower seeds, and I can just redo those when it gets warmer and just start them outside. These were my Sun Gold tomatoes, and I saved these seeds from last year's plant, and I couldn't find the Sun Gold tomato seeds at the nursery, and so I went ahead and planted these, and every single one of them sprouted, and every single one but one was eaten. So this really bums me out. clearly I have not figured out the mouse problem in here. So I think what I'm going to do is tonight when I close up shop, I have a cat who is quite the hunter. I think I'm going to put her in here. I'm going to make sure everything is covered up so that she doesn't knock over any of my plants onto the ground, and I am just going to let her do what she does best inside this greenhouse, because I'm pushing it here with the size of my seedlings and with the amount of seedlings, because these guys are all sprouting over here. I've got all of these over here, and then I've got all of these over here that need to be dealt with, because as you can see, they're getting big, and I need to start separating all of these. Now, a lot of these are flowers, and they can just probably be put outside, but I'm going to wait to do that for just a couple more days. It's kind of cold right now, but it's been pretty nice. So here is my little kitty cat that is a hunter. She loves to bring prizes into the house, so I figured I'm going to go ahead and just put her in here for a couple of nights, and hopefully she takes care of things like a good kitty. But back to what I was saying is, you know, a lot of these are flowers and they can just go outside at some point. Like I got some hollyhocks, and I've got some like cosmos and some other things. So those can go out, but for now they are still in here. So I am going to get these covered back up again. I just had to take them off the boxes that I put in here because I'm laying out my garden. Because I laid out my garden, and I need those boxes. I did not fill those boxes with soil yet, even though I have a bunch of soil that I need to use. But I need those boxes more right now than I need them filled with soil. So I'm going to get those put back in here and just figure things out a little bit more in here and see really what I want to do to make sure that I take care of my problem. Oops. Oh, come on. Let it go. Let it go. All right, later on I'm gonna grab my cat, toss her in here, and then I'll check back in with you guys to see how things are going. Okay, I'm kind of over this whole mouse thing. I thought I had gotten the mouse thing kind of taken care of, but I had a feeling there might be one more in here, and well, that is the case. I came in this morning and found one of these sticky traps down here when it should have been up here, like that. So I'm just not sure why I can't catch it. So I'm kind of over this at this point. I have no other choice but to just move forward and start up-potting all of my plants, which makes me very nervous because, again, I have spent a lot of time sprouting these seeds, and I just hope that they don't get destroyed. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk about mice and in the greenhouse and the problem that I'm having. I don't even know if that's a TED Talk, but thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me complain about the mouse in the greenhouse. Next time, I am going to just go ahead and up-pot all of these plants, and we are just going to move forward with the garden. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.